The president of Germany just came out and said out loud, the United States under Donald Trump is destroying the world order. It's not some mistakes are being made. It's not a wrong turn has been taken. It is destroying the world order. The comments came from Frank-Walter Steinmeier, who is usually a ceremonial figure. Understand the importance. We're talking about the president of Germany here. That means, interestingly enough, that he doesn't have to say this or anything at all, which in a sense means that when he does say it, it carries some weight. Steinmeier is warning that the world is sliding into what he calls a den of robbers, and a world where the most powerful countries just take what they want and borders don't matter, which really describes both the personal kleptocracy of Donald Trump, but also his approach to foreign policy and diplomatic relations. And if democracy doesn't matter, you then have to consider what role is the United States playing in diminishing the importance of democracy. Now, this is not just about, Russia has invaded Ukraine and Donald Trump is pushing for a solution that would involve Russia getting to keep a bunch of the land it took from Ukraine. This is sort of bigger than that. And Steinmeier called American behavior a second historic rupture after Russia in terms of the collapse of global norms. This is a big deal. Now, I know that a lot of MAGAs will go, we don't care what Europeans think about this, that, or the other thing. No, we know that you don't care. The point is some of us are actually still thinking about how does the world see what Donald Trump has been up to? And the answer is not particularly well. It is extraordinary for the president of Germany to say that the country that helped build the post-World War II order, as did the United States, is now participating in tearing it down. And it's not like an abstract idea. Steinmeier's comments really are referencing Trump's actions in Venezuela, including the removal and kidnapping of the president, Nicolas Maduro. And what he's really kind of getting at here is strong countries deciding who gets to run weaker countries. And the concept that there are rules for some and not for others. And you have to kind of consider the power dynamics, but if a smaller country even attempted to do what Donald Trump did in Venezuela, the reaction from someone like Trump would be, of course, they're not going to be allowed to do that. There is no way. But when it's Donald Trump doing it, of course he should be allowed to do it. And it is a hypocrisy that we've pointed out before that MAGA doesn't care about, but is still relevant to talk about. Now, there's some interesting polling to go along with this as well. There's a new German poll, which finds that 76% of Germans now say the United States is no longer a reliable partner. And only 15% say that the U.S. can be trusted. This is the lowest number ever recorded. Now, by contrast, 3/4 of Germans say, oh, we can rely on France. 3/4 of Germans say we can rely on the United Kingdom. So think about that. Germany trusts France. Germany trusts the UK. Germany does not trust the United States. Again, I know the MAGAs don't give a damn about that. But when they say, now that Trump is here, we are finally respected abroad, no, we're not. And if Trump's behavior is so erratic that it scares some people, that's not respect. That's fear. Fear and respect are two different things. Also notable, nearly 70% of Germans say that they're worried about European security. And a similar number think NATO cannot rely on the United States making good on its shared defense responsibilities. And why would they? I mean, Donald Trump has sort of suggested, yeah, we might not defend NATO allies if they are attacked. So for those who say Trump has really shaken things up here, he's really making people think and whatever. No, it's the United States is becoming a problem and is damaging our alliances and relations. For years, Trump said, I have been and will again make the United States strong. And what he's actually done is isolated the United States, torched trust, and really turned the country into the kind of power that we used to oppose. And when the German president is openly warning the world, do not let the United States turn the planet into a free-for-all run by bullies, you know something has really reversed from the post-World War II order that the U.S. played a significant role in boosting. The world sees it. Even if the MAGAs refuse to acknowledge it, even if Trump's ego would never let him acknowledge it. The world sees that this is going on. And by the way, the fascism experts also see what's going on, and some of them are leaving and have left the country. Let's talk about that. Appreciate you watching. Stick around for this next video, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you actually see our uploads. You can also catch the full podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.